Greetings, every pony. It is the Nova Narrator coming to you with another story. Now let's just see how this one plays out. Chapter 3 of Equestrian Armageddon. Annihilation. Yeah, the enemy's going to die. So let's just get into it, 'cause I'm not one to ramble too much. But if I was, then oh well. Let's just get into it. And I probably need to put it on vibrate so my phone don't piss me off. Let's just get into it. Chapter 3, Equestrian Armageddon, Annihilation. As I walk through the forest with a team of over 50 ponies, we thought we were safe because we had strength in numbers, but little did we know the enemy was surrounding our location with even greater numbers. Scorpion was back at the compound, waiting on the arrival of someone. I don't usually question what he does, because usually he knows what he's doing. That guy's been in the war for as long as I can remember. And when I made him a commander, he really didn't need any training, because he already knew the basics, considering he's one of the greatest warriors in Shadow Force. Me and him both. But a lot of times I'd mess up, because I like to follow orders. Scorpion's the kind that don't like to follow orders if it means his downfall, which I don't blame him. That's why I don't ever question him when he does it, because the man knows what he's doing. Walking through the forest, see one of my colleagues, Spark Flasher, notices the bushes are moving around us, and she tends to point it out almost immediately. The whole force's ears full start radaring around us, trying to spot out the ones who's spying on us. Just then, a whole spark light of grenade machine gun fire comes out of nowhere, lighting up the ground behind us and killing off 25 of our men as the rest of us take off running, not even knowing which way to run for cover, considering the bullets were coming from all around us, picking us off one by one as we run. By the time we made it to a place that was open to where we can actually see, the numbers have been reduced to 15. So Spark basically started getting scared and looked at me and said, "Commander, we're all gonna die." Like, "No, we're not," I tell her. "Not on my watch." I coo. But they did even us out pretty good. I think we need a call for backup. But just then, it started lighting up again. We started taking to the skies. Bad mistake. I picked off about 5 more of us, along with the other 7, leaving about 2 or 3. Spark got hit and severely injured. As she falls to the ground, I swoop down and try to catch her, almost getting struck in the leg myself. I head to the hill, and then I radio base camp. See, Shadow Force Command. This is ATPC Commander Night Flare. The enemies have got us pinned against the mountain, vastly outnumbered. All my troops are severely wounded or dead. Can someone please come help us? We need backup, fast. I'm trying to hold them off the best I can, but the odds are stacked against us. I only got 2 remaining soldiers that's able to fight, and they won't hold out for long." And then I hear a familiar voice come over the radio. It's Scorpion. He's telling me he's on his way, just about as quick as he can get the hell out of that place. He always was one for the curse word humor, which I kinda liked it, Because in the army, who gives a damn? You know there's a strong chance you could die anyway, so you might as well live life to your fullest and say whatever the fuck you want. War is just like working on a Chevrolet. If you don't say your choice words, you're not going to get through it. And then I tell him I'm going to try to even the odds on my own a little bit. So, you two have less to clean up when you get here. You and whoever you're bringing. And he just radios back, just don't try anything stupid. I say back, who said anything about doing something stupid? I'm just going to do something radical and crazy. I jump over a barricade, dodging a grenade machine gun fire from all angles as everything around me explodes in a fiery inferno as the grenades just bounce off the trees and ground around me as I run straight through it trying to find anything to take out to even the odds. My ears start radaring and I start to look around with thermal vision. I spot one and then take him out by throwing a knife straight into his throat, which it really didn't even the odds of the machine gun fire. And staying in that one location for the amount of time I needed, it was kind of complicated. And probably almost one of the biggest mistakes of my life, as two machine gun grenades blast right the ground where I was standing, as I barely had enough time to jump out of the way. As I tuck and roll, hitting in the next location, throwing two knives in the direction where those grenades come from. One missed and one hit their mark. It didn't kill him, but it let him know that he's in the wrong location. It gave me enough time to actually get my bearings back, because my ears were still ringing from the explosions. Which I didn't really care. I kept fighting. And I started taking to the trees. The ground exploding around me and some of the trees getting knocked over, but due to all the sheer force of the explosions. The whole ground is riddled with nothing but blood and guts of our fallen comrades. And theirs. Which I wanted to even the playing field. They ain't taking out most of my army and getting away with it. But back at the compound, Scorpion meets up with Venom, which almost mistakes her for a bad guy and tries to attack her. But looking into her eyes, he realizes who she is. And then they both start off towards my location. I gave them the coordinates. It's like E52, S38, and W38, and N34. And I made it clear because I had to repeat it. Even though I'm pretty sure he got it the first time. I didn't question it. I know he'd be here. And whoever he's bringing could probably help. So I just kept on fighting. And then I took a grenade to the leg. And if I didn't jump in time, it probably would have blew it off. But all I ended up getting is shrapnel stuck in there. And a badly scarred flesh wound. I thought to myself, damn, I'm lucky. Now I'm going to find the motherfucker who shot that. So I started running back towards the trees, towards that place where the shot is fired. As I'm running straight into someone who's still shooting at me, as my whole surrounding is lighting up in a fiery foray of explosions that's causing the whole forest to catch on fire. And it looks like a scene you'd probably see from World War III. And as an airship comes in and tries to drop off more troops, but I take it out even before it gets the chance. Yeah, in my state, how can I take one out? I just went on board and placed a grenade in the engine room, which was pretty easy, considering they're launching them at me, so all I had to do is kick a couple of them straight up in the air. And damn, it's like they've tried to make it simple, but still complicated. And Scorpion shows up and really starts to help. As the odds start to get evened, as 55 of their troops fall without a trace as him and Venom zip by. I don't know what Venom or he did, but whatever they did, it sure helped. Because the fire calmed down, and obviously, when they landed on the ground, he said, "Hey man, like, how's it been?" I look back at it and say, "Shit, man, everything's a bloody mess. All our troops are basically either dead or wounded. And dude, I think we're the only ones left that's able to fight." He nods, basically clearly, with an expression on his face, clearly indicating that he don't like the odds. Which I didn't really like the odds either. I hate it when the odds are stacked against us, because there's a strong chance you might not pull through. But knowing us, we'd always find a way. And sure enough, we did. Because I found one of their grenade machine guns, and I started walking through the forest, giving them a taste of their own medicine as I lit them up several grenade shots from a grenade minigun. They thought one of their forces went rogue, and they started killing some of their own. I just laughed my ass off, because yeah, if you're clearly that stupid, one of the enemies got your freaking tech. Get your shit straight, people. And Scorpion, even though I had the more powerful weapon, he still managed to kill more than I did. By the time we were all done, we painted the whole forest red with guts and gore and body parts. And then we started to head back to the hill to see what's left of our troops. And sure enough, there was only one of them left that was still able to fight. But she did a good job. Her name was Midnight Moon. And she was tending the spark flasher's wounds. And along with some of the others. And they started calling in some of the medics, realizing that we finally won. I started thinking, damn, it's finally over. After all the bloody massacre and how much shit went on, it's finally over. I breathed a sigh of relief, thanking Celestia that I'm not dead, because I got shot up pretty bad. And the medic clearly noticed that and tried to help, but yeah, I just shooed her away, telling her to tend to the more wounded ones first, and then she can take care of me. Because clearly I'm still able to walk. They are not. So I believe they deserve the medic more than I do. I got a stuck cough. I choked up for a second there. Well, let's see. As we've all walked back to base, all the ones that's still able to move, some of them still able to move, but had to wear leg braces. And those were the ones that got medals that day. Medals of honor. And Scorpion clearly got a medal, along with me, for saving all of Equestria, single-handedly. Venom, she got appraised too, and became an honorary member of the Royal Guard as well. She thought to herself she wouldn't like that job. If she didn't like it, why does she keep going? You tell me that. If she didn't like it, then why does she keep going with a clear smile on her face? She's just lying to us. And Scorpion always laughs every time I bring it up. But who's to say I blame him? It's pretty damn funny. And that was Equestrian Armageddon, the finale, Chapter 3, Annihilation. And if you like, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, make sure you turn on post notifications, because I'll be making a lot more interesting stories. And there's even one with a space adventure I thought about doing, called The Legends of Azeron. But that's still in the thought process. And this has been the Nova Narrator. Till next time, out.